Honorable Speaker, as a Kenyan leader, I know that we leaders have a responsibility to Kenyans and no other person. I was deeply embarrassed, Honorable Speaker, that at a time when people are being deported from our neighboring country, and if you look at my passport, Honorable Speaker, I have the blue passport. It says East Africa Community. When I was a member of the Law Society of Kenya, Honorable Speaker, at the council, we used to do something called, push for something called cross-border practice. There are lawyers who are qualified from the University of Dar es Salaam, Tanzanians, who practice law in our Kenyan courts. There are students at the Kenya School of Law from Tanzania and from Uganda. I know lawyers who went to Kampala International University and Makerere, who qualified there, and they have come to the Kenya School of Law. They are practicing law in Kenya. So therefore, Honorable Speaker, for us to have a situation where people cannot be allowed to move freely in the community is something that we must call out. Honorable Speaker, I have heard people trying to justify, saying, oh, these are activists. Activism in itself, Honorable Speaker, is not a crime. I know Tanzanian law, there's no law that says activism is a crime, Honorable Speaker. So for me, I was deeply embarrassed to see our Foreign Affairs Minister, who should be our foremost defender, adopt a very nonchalant, a very laid-back, a very lazy attitude yesterday on Citizen, Honorable Speaker, that he has not even summoned the Tanzanian ambassador to ask him what was the reason why these brothers of ours were expelled. As we speak, there are Kenyans whose whereabouts are still unknown. Just show some concern for your countrymen. That is the job that you are given to do, Honorable Speaker. So I was a bit disappointed. And we need to, as a community of nations in East Africa, we must, Honorable Speaker, call out dictatorial tendencies whenever they emerge, because we are all brothers. If you ask Senator Eddie at his border in Isebania, people trade and cross over freely. We are brothers and sisters, and we cannot allow a situation where we have Kenyans being deported. At least when I was deported from Angola, I took it in stride. By the way, nobody in government bothered, Honorable Speaker. But I was okay, because me, I can take care of myself. Plus, Angola is far away. We don't share any borders. I don't think I know any Kenyan who's married to an Angolan. It was okay. But Tanzania are our brothers and sisters. And we must, Honorable Speaker, stand up for every Kenyan. This is the reason why, Honorable Speaker, when people start conversations about patriotism, it is very difficult to love a country that does not care about you. That I know that if I am in a quandary somewhere outside Kenya, the Kenyan government, or at least the CS for Foreign Affairs, will not care what happens to Sifuna. Honorable Speaker, it breaks my heart. If I was stuck in southern Lebanon when the war began, would this government really come for me? That is the question I ask myself. We are on our own. Then when we complain, people say, oh, you don't love your country. Love, Honorable Speaker, is reciprocal. You love me, I love you. I thank you, Honorable Speaker. Allow me to say something that arose in the course of